Rocket Fuel is a programmatic technology platform helping marketeers deliver on their return on ad spend goals. So we are active throughout the brand and DR funnel and through video, mobile, social and display channels. So our European footprint has been very exciting over the last year. We started with a UK office 3 years ago, and through the last year we've developed offices in Paris, Milan, Madrid, Amsterdam, Stockholm, and the 7, I believe, just there. That's been a really exciting growth curve. We're now seeking to solidify those markets. Every single one of them has shown great promise. And from those foundation stones, we're looking to deliver campaigns across the entire EMEA region. Moving forward into next year, we will see product development enhance our ability to help our clients in differentiating ways. Very excited at the recent announcement of the X+1 acquisition. That deal is still in progress, and we'll talk a great deal more about how that moves our product forward in the future. But it's a really important decision to take on that type of platform, to take us from paid media into owned media as well, to become a true marketing platform across a really disparate set of channels. Rocket Fuel as an opportunity to market works very closely with agencies and advertisers alike. Our traditional business is an agency-focused one, and we continue to have really strong relationships in that area. Recently, we've launched a client consultancy team, and we believe very firmly that stronger contact with advertisers to learn more about their goals helps us deliver strongly on what is really the demand, which is an advertiser's need and the advertiser's return on investment requirements. And we will continue to support both sets of clients moving forward. To call video out as a channel and its importance to Rocket Fuel, this is an area of key investment for us, partnering with Brightroll, with Tremor, with LiveRail, with Google, of course, to ensure that we have the richest form of video content available to us. We see all of our channels as a combined resource, so our goal is to work with advertisers to seek out the most appropriate channel of delivery where their goals are easily met, rather than to specifically pocket their ad spend into particular channels. So video in line with mobile, in line with social, in line with display, and in line with future channels that we engage with are a part of the mix for a campaign for Rocket Fuel. Data is a key driving force for digital campaigns, of course. Perhaps the biggest challenge that we have today is the proliferation of data. It's really important that we understand where data is adding value and where data is adding noise. We've talked about data for many, many years, and we've got to the point where we talk about big data on a regular basis. But it's the analysis of data and the selection of the important things that is the key winning factor for advertisers. And so at Rocket Fuel, we use data in disparate ways depending upon the campaign goals, and we need to split that very broadly between a brand goal and a DR goal. For a DR goal, we find that the analysis of user behavior, analysis of behaviors behind bid requests and impressions that we deliver and campaign learnings that we gather is the true driver of performance. But we add to the mix, when we value a user that we see behind a bid request, we add to the mix every single data source that we have, and we currently partner with approximately 30 data partners globally. And so the machine that we've built, the technology that we have, draws on all of that data. Rather than presuming that one piece of data is going to be the winning factor, we draw upon all of that during the bid request, and we dynamically decide which campaign, which advertiser, which creative is the right one to deliver in this opportunity. Moving forward, data conversations have become very, very diverse and very broad. It's very encouraging to see that the advertisers are now really thinking about their own CRM data sets and how that can add to the picture. We're having really engaging conversations and an insightful delivery based upon product lifetime ownership, based upon the channel that a consumer has through the advertiser's product portfolio. And we're also seeing a new set of offline data sets coming to the table that are beginning to give us better realization on what a campaign performance looks like. So taking into account news stories, taking into account weather patterns, taking into account various offline events to really map the delivery of a campaign in an insightful way that is actionable for our clients. So data has transcended from this need to have it to target to actually becoming a real need and a value add in terms of illustrating to advertisers how they can think about campaign delivery in other parts of their business and learn from that. My view on private exchanges has evolved over the years. I've come from a media owner background, and I can remember being sat in that chair thinking it's critically important to me that I control the demand partners that are accessing my inventory. I had lots of concerns about how programmatic in general was going to affect my premium product. I genuinely think that the publishers are moving beyond that mindset today. Clearly, the private exchange model allows for publishers to be freer in the way that they deal with what they would consider to be premium placement. That's great. It allows us to access inventory that otherwise wouldn't be there. The danger for me and the balancing act that we have is that we have to, of course, enter into private agreements with publishers to make this space available, but at the same time we balance that with the need of our advertising clients. So it would be inappropriate for a platform like Rocket Fuel to guarantee a publisher that I'm going to deliver X amount of million impressions on a monthly basis to their sites, because that's not necessarily in the interest of our client, the advertiser. And so whilst we are absolutely in favour of engaging on the private marketplace discussion, and we have many opportunities and existing relationships where we do that, we want to really caution publishers to be thinking about what advertisers want. That's the lifespan of their business, that's the lifeblood of their business rather, and it's important that they focus on that as well as focusing on their own needs. Rocket Fuel, very, very excited and looking forward to Mexico. We have a larger stand and a larger presence there this year, as every year has proven. For us, we're very keen to start talking to our clients about the opportunity to take control of our platform. Mission control, handing over the keys to clients so they can self-serve their campaigns, is an interesting evolution for us, and we're very keen to move that forward. We'll be talking about one or two other newly released products and abilities there as well, of course. So that's the main focus for that show for Rocket Fuel. In terms of industry trends and conversations that I've witnessed and had over the last few months, I think that the underlying trend right now is accuracy. And I think this goes right the way through the whole value chain. So if we start with the supply side, there's a whole encouraging conversation about the quality of supply. How can we encourage publishers to be on board to make sure that placements are on their sites in a thoughtful manner so that people actually see them? How can we eliminate fraud? How can we eliminate bot traffic that shouldn't exist? So there's a whole accuracy conversation on the supply side. If you move that forward into campaign delivery, accuracy in terms of reaching target audiences, accuracy in terms of improving targeting data, accuracy in terms of reporting back to our clients the insightful, correct trends for their campaigns and giving them that knowledge to spread across channels. And I think this is the key concept for us. Accuracy is underlining everything that we want to do today. Digital gives us so much ability to measure and so much promise to measure it correctly, but it has to be accurate. And if it's not accurate, we undermine the faith that we're building in the advertising community. I think that the pattern of behaviour for brands in terms of owning campaign delivery has been set by some very large players on that side of the market. As a natural result of that, there's an awful lot of CMOs in the world right now that are being pressured by their CEOs and presidents to do something more in-house with digital marketing in general. So this has led to a lot of demand, but unfortunately that demand is falling on people who are not necessarily empowered and ready to take control of a media buying platform and deliver campaigns. And many of the options that are ready and open for them today are actually quite complex tools that you need to spend time with, tools that you need to have an enlightened and trained team in-house to deliver. And Rocket Fuel's movement into the self-serve area is really set to change that. Our technology, we like to think, is disruptive, and in this area I believe it genuinely is. And so we're giving people not just the ability to buy media against a certain set of rules and conditions, we're giving people the ability to use and deliver campaigns in a performance-focused area. So we're delivering performance through the platform rather than allowing media buys. Actually buying media through a self-serve platform is only one part of campaign performance. You have to be able to strategize and analyze, and people spend a lot of time manually doing that. Rocket Fuel's technology is built to alleviate that burden. So we're very keen and are talking very, very actively now with our first set of beta clients on Mission Control this year, and they're very interested in the ability to use a platform for performance goals rather than buying goals. And I think that's the greatest evolution that we've seen in that space for some time.